1984 was a year when Latin pop idols ruled the airwaves. Julio Iglesias sang to millions worldwide, Juan Gabriel lit up Mexico, and Menudo sparked a youth explosion. Latin music was romance, energy, and pride. These 12 songs defined a generation chasing big dreams. And at number 1, the hit that became the decade's ultimate Latin anthem. Number 12, Por Ella by Jose Luis Perales. We begin our journey with a master of the soft-spoken heartbreak, Jose Luis Perales, and his timeless ballad, Por Ella. Released in 1984 under his Vox, this song cemented Perales as a giant in the world of Spanish romantic music. His restrained yet devastating delivery told a story of a love gone wrong and a man willing to lose it all, just for her. Behind the scenes, Perales wrote the lyrics himself, drawing from his poetry-like sensibilities. The song never hit number 1, but it didn't have to. Its power came from how it quietly took over living rooms and radio waves. Picture a lonely evening, a glass of wine, the needle dropping on vinyl. That's how Por Ella was meant to be heard, through the stillness of personal heartbreak. Today, it's one of those tracks that doesn't just play, it lingers. Number 11, Perdoname by Camilo Sesto. Coming in next is a voice made of velvet and agony, Camilo Sesto with Perdóname. By 1984, Camilo was already a household name. But this track showcased his ability to stretch emotion into a full-blown experience. Released through Ariola Records, Perdóname found instant resonance with fans of romantic drama. The real kicker? Sesto performed this song live countless times, and at each concert, fans would sing the entire chorus before he could even open his mouth. That's the kind of devotion this song inspired. You could find this song floating through the hallways of high schools, echoing from jukeboxes in corner cafes, or scrawled in love letters folded like origami. Its legacy remains untouched. Decades later, it still hurts in the best way. Number 10, Dejame Conocerte by Pandora. With their angelic harmonies and fresh energy, Pandora brought something new to 1984's music scene. And Dejame Conocerte was the start of something beautiful. This track, a Spanish version of Paul Anka's Let Me Get to Know You, was Pandora's way of introducing themselves to the world. The group had just formed, and their voices blended with such warmth and clarity, it was like sunlight breaking through heartbreak. What many don't know is that this song almost didn't make the cut. Producers felt it was too soft for the market at the time, but it became a sleeper hit, passed along by word of mouth and cassette copy. Dejame Conocerte played during first kisses, sweet 16s, and afternoons spent dreaming out the window. The beginning of a legendary trio wrapped in the tenderness of a single track. Number 9, Deton Laa by Emmanuel. By 84, Emmanuel was already a star, but Deton Laa gave him firepower. A fiery anthem against heartbreak, it raced up the Latin pop charts, powered by bold instrumentation and Emmanuel's signature dramatic vocal style. The song was produced with sweeping arrangements, giving it a cinematic quality rare for pop at the time. Here's the twist. The track's title, Stop Her Now, had some fans debating whether it was about stopping a lover from leaving or something darker. Emmanuel never fully clarified, letting the mystery fuel the myth. If you were in a car, windows down, FM dial locked in. This was the song that made you sing your lungs out at red lights. It's a pop classic with teeth, and it still bites. Number 8. Lluvia by Eddie Santiago. Now we move into salsa romantica territory, and few did it better than Eddie Santiago with Lluvia. Though technically released in the early phase of his solo career, this song became a benchmark for the smoother, more romantic branch of salsa that dominated the mid-'80s. With lush arrangements and Santiago's silky phrasing, Lluvia was both danceable and devastating. Fun fact, DJs in New York's Spanish Harlem would often pair this track with slow lights and fog machines. It was the go-to for romantic closing sets. Imagine a dim-lit dance floor, heels kicked off, hearts pounding in time. That's where Lluvia came to life. A perfect fusion of rhythm and feeling, this track helped shape a new generation of salsa lovers. Number 7. Gotas de Lluvia by Grupo Nietzsche. Rain kept falling in '84, especially from the speakers. Enter Grupo Nietzsche with Gotas de Lluvia. Written by Jairo Varela, this track merged poetic lyrics with bold brass lines, a hallmark of the Colombian salsa giants. Gotas de Lluvia wasn't just a song, it was a mood. What set it apart? The band recorded it during a moment of creative rebirth, moving away from purely dance floor anthems into more emotional, story-driven tracks. Varela infused it with personal grief and longing. It played in neighborhoods from Cali to the Bronx, car radios, dance hall speakers, block parties. Raindrops on windows seemed to sync with the percussion. To this day, it remains one of Nietzsche's most beloved tracks, a true classic soaked in memory. If these classics are bringing back memories, hit that like button and subscribe. We post new Latin countdowns every week, keeping the golden years alive for fans like you. Number 6. La Incondicional by Luis Miguel. Now, we enter the era of Luis Miguel, and few songs defined his rise like La Incondicional. Though the song hit peak fame a few years later, it was already being performed live in 1984, marking the birth of a vocal icon. This early version featured a raw, more heartfelt Miguel. Before the polish, before the spectacle. The song itself blurred lines. Was it about a mother, a lover, a guardian angel? Fans interpreted it their own way, and that made it universal. Think, teen bedrooms plastered with magazine cutouts, tears on cassette labels, dreams of love that never quite materialized. La Incondicional wasn't just a song, it was the blueprint for devotion. Number 5. Tiempo de Vals by Cheyenne. Waltzing into is Cheyenne with the unforgettable Tiempo de Vals. Though associated with quinceañeras in the years to come, the song's original 1984 version was intended as a poetic metaphor for life's fleeting nature. With a 3/4 rhythm and orchestral sweep, it stood out in a sea of synth-heavy pop. Ironically, Cheyenne was hesitant to record it. He felt it was too mature. But fans disagreed. The song became a rite of passage, tied forever to father-daughter dances, grand entrances, and emotional milestones. Close your eyes and you can still see a young girl in a satin gown twirling to this in a candlelit hall.
Tiempo de vals, tiempo para sentir.
A song that grew up with its audience and still makes time stand still. Number 4. Ven Desaparecer otra vez by Lalo Rodriguez.
Que dibuje mi cuerpo en cada rincón, sin que sobre un pedazo de piedra y ven, devórame otra vez.
Now, for a track that raised temperatures across Latin America, Lalo Rodriguez and his seductive salsa hit Ven Desaparecer otra vez. Released under Rodvin Records, this wasn't your typical romantic tune. It was raw, poetic, and unapologetically sensual.
Y haciendo el amor te he nombrado, sin quererlo yo.
The lyrics pushed boundaries, yet the arrangement kept it classy. Here's a fun twist. Lalo originally wanted it to be a slow bolero. His producer insisted on a salsa arrangement, and the rest is history.
Devórame otra vez, devórame otra vez.
You could hear this song in late-night parties, candlelit dance floors, and even on radios where abuelas pretended not to listen, but hummed along anyway. Today, it's still the gold standard for salsa seduction. Number 3. Propuesta, Indecente by Emmanuel. Sliding into it is Emmanuel once again, this time with the sultry Propuesta Indecente. Before Romeo Santos made the phrase famous, Emmanuel took it into pop territory, delivering a track filled with innuendo and whispered promises. Released on RCA, it showed a bolder, more experimental side of the Mexican balladeer. It sparked some controversy on Latin American radio. A few stations refused to play it during daytime hours. That only made it more exciting. Teens would pass around dubbed tapes, while adults replayed it under the hush of midnight. Today, it's remembered as a bold move that paid off. Emmanuel never played it safe. And this was proof. Number 2. Amor, Acaba by José José.
Porque suave se desliza como sombra la caricia.
The Prince of Song strikes again, José José with the aching masterpiece Amor, Acaba. This wasn't just a breakup ballad, it was a philosophical meditation on love's expiration, tender, brutal, unforgettable.
Como el cántaro y la nube, el amor acaba.
Released through RCA in 1984, it soared on charts and devastated hearts across Latin America. One unforgettable performance happened in Chile, where the audience cried so openly the broadcast had to cut away mid-song.
Fueron cintas blancas, el amor acaba.
You'd find this song playing after midnight, lights off, phone cord wrapped around your finger, thinking about someone you never quite had. Amor Acaba proved once again why José José was untouchable, pure emotion, pure craft. Number 1. Tu Carcel by Los Bukis. The immortal anthem Tu Carcel by Los Bukis. Written by Marco Antonio Solis, this song became an instant regional Mexican classic. Released under Melody Records in 1984, it captured the essence of heartbreak, guilt, and resignation with poetic grace. The song's metaphor of being your own prisoner in love resonated across generations. It was sung by truck drivers, schoolgirls, abuelas, and heartbroken fathers alike. What makes it even more special? The live versions, where entire crowds sing every word, tears in their eyes, fists in the air. Tu Carcel wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural monument. If you've enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Latin classics every week, and there you have it. 12 unforgettable Latin hits from 1984, a year where romantic ballads soared and salsa got even smoother.
Tiempo de vals, tiempo para sentir.
From Lalo's fire to Perales' heartbreak, these songs captured a generation's deepest emotions. Thank you for joining us on this journey through melody and memory.
Que es una ladrona de tener.
Next time, we're heading into 1968, a year of bold voices, unforgettable duets, and hits that changed the Latin music landscape forever. Until then, keep the needle on the record and the past in your heart.